Alright, so today we're going to go a little more in depth in our money counting exercises. So let's first, I have a question for you guys. Have you ever seen your mom or dad use cash at a grocery store?
Yes.
Okay, so if you saw them use cash, have they ever gotten change back, or they've given a big bill and they've gotten some smaller bills back? Alright, so since we've seen that, we're going to sort of do real life problems just like that. So let's all refresh our brains on what we have learned so far. So far, we have learned about money and what the bills are all called and how to count them. So let's do a little refresh. Madison, can you show me the $5 bill? Okay, good. Now, is there any other way to make that $5 bill?
5 ones.
5 ones. Exactly. Now, can you show me the $100 bill? Alright, can you show me 2 other ways to make that $100 bill without using the $100 bill? And tell me exactly what you're doing.
2 50s and 5 20s.
5 20s. And that both of them equal what?
100.
100. Okay, you can put those back. Now we all need to recall what we learned about fractions, because there might be fractions like I need $50 or you only have $50 and your meal only costs $25. So we need to find half of it and make sure that the waitress is giving you the right amount. So we have learned that if we get a fraction that says 1/4, what do we look at to figure out how many groups we need?
The denominator.
The denominator. So we say, look at the denominator, and what number is this denominator show?
4.
4. So that means we're going to make how many groups?
4.
4 groups. So remember that when we are looking at the word problems, everyday word problems, right here. So if we're looking at the everyday word problems right here, we need to remember about this fraction stuff that we learned before. Here is your piece of paper, your worksheet. We're all going to go over the first few problems together, and then you're going to make a problem of your own. So, Madison, can you read the first problem?
Zach spent 1/4 of his money on an Xbox game. The game costed $25. How much did he have at first?
Alright, so the game costed... Let's look at this problem one more time. Can you underline the most important sections and read them to me while you're underlining them?
1/4 of his money. Game costed $25 and at first.
At first. Okay. Zach spent 1/4 of his money. So let's figure this problem out together. Let's write 1/4 on our piece of paper. And remember, we need to find how many groups. So let's circle out 4 and make 4 groups right away, because we know we're going to need that. The game costed $25, right? And how much money did he have at first? So if the game costed $25, we know one of the groups would be what?
25.
25. Now we have 3 other groups that we need to fill in. And we're trying to figure out what he had at first. So if only 1/4 of his money was used, we fill the rest of the groups in with what number?
25.
25. So Madison, do you know how much money he had at first? That is our main question here.
100.
$100. And how did you figure that out?
Added them together.
Which together?
The groups.
Groups. So we would do 25 plus 25, 25, 25. And this would equal $100, and that's how much Zach started out with. All right. So can someone lead the next problem with read it and then lead it? Let's lead it as a class. Would you like to?
Megan spent half of her money on lunch. The lunch cost $60. How much money did she have at first?
All right. So let's do what first?
Circle the denominator.
We need to underline the most important parts, because that is what helps us realize the parts that are important. Alright, so we underlined the most important parts of this word problem. Madison, can you say those again, what they were?
Half of her money cost $60 at first.
At first. Alright, so the first part we're going to look at is what? The denominator of the fraction. And it says, spent half of her money. So let's write that fraction down and make the groups that are needed. Nice work. And then the lunch costed $60. How much money did he have at first? What would you go about doing this problem?
Put in 60.
Into what?
The groups.
The groups. So half of her lunch was 60, and the other half would have been the other half of her money. So how would you find the answer that she had at first?
Add them together.
Alright, so 60 plus 60 is how much?
$120.
$120 Megan had at first. Alright, so you guys all, it says you make your own now. So make your own, you can use the same names, and you can put in a fraction, put in an amount, and what they had at first. Just follow the format of the problems that I gave you. So when you're done, I just want to see pens down, and we're going to figure out yours first, Madison. When you are finished, let us know, and then we're going to figure out your problem first.
I'm finished.
You're finished. All right. Can you read your problem to us?
Zach spent half of his money on dinner. Dinner costed $60. How much did dinner cost before he spent his money?
All right. So how much did he have at first, right? So we know that Zach spent half of his money and dinner costed $60. How much money did Zach have at first? So now that we have these visuals here, let's use them to help us figure out the problem Madison gave us. So what do we know first?
There's two groups.
Two groups. So we make those two groups. And now get the money that we have here. And what would be in the first group?
60.
So let's put the money 60. All right. And then what would be in the other group?
60.
So we have two 60s. Now we need to figure out how much money he would have at first. So count this money right here for me. 50 plus 50 is what?
100.
So we know 50 and 50 is 100. And then we have two more 10, so 100 plus 10?
110.
And 110 plus 10?
120.
120. So how much money did Zach have at first before dinner?
120.
120. So we figured out those problems really well using the fractions that we've learned before and then using the visuals that we have here to figure out real life word problems. So these real life word problems could also turn into a problem when you are out in real life. So remember that these problems are going to help you in the future.